Hello Steelers, and welcome to another bench report hobby update. Another week has gone by and a little bit more wargaming has been done, of course. This week I managed to paint quite a few things. I actually got in the post ages ago when I think I first started my sharp practice stuff. I bought a British ammunition wagon from AB Miniatures. It's been sat in the to-do pile because I didn't get it with anything else. I just got the actual wagon itself, so there were no horses for it. So I painted that. Because there's no horses for it, I thought, well, I can actually use that as just as a deployment point, or even just as some a little bit of scenery on the table. So I painted that quickly and that was done. Nice little bit of battlefield scenery. But also as well this week in the post for the Punch Up a Plants War scenario, I got some more AB Miniatures Prussians. These came through the post. I got Fusiliers this time because I've already got the Landwehr that I need and the line infantry I think that I need for the scenario itself. And as you can see, actually I've got a number of the Fusiliers here on the table actually ready to be painted, just been kicked over by Tiny, but I've got some of these and I'm currently working my way through those. These are the 18mm one from AB Miniatures, which I think are probably the best on the market by far. But I also managed to paint some of the Fusilier skirmishers as well that came as part of this lot. I just bought everything together. So these there's a couple of groups of these for sharp practice, and also a leader as well. Mounted him on a penny, just so you can tell the difference quite quickly on the tabletop for people who you know can't see 15mm figures. And also, as well, as part of the set, I got a Prussian 6-pounder gun. I was going to leave it till the end and treat myself with it, but I thought, no, I'll paint it because it's dead easy and it's only got 5 crews and a leader with that as well. So I painted that. Very nice. Again, once again, absolutely beautiful little pieces from AB Miniatures, and they were incredibly quick as well to send their stuff through. So as I say, that was the big thing that came in the post this week. I think I actually ordered them something like on a Friday and they came through on literally on the Monday or something like that. It was very quick. I know it was it didn't take long at all. I think that's maybe the post has speeded up on our side as much as anything else. The other thing as well that I got in the post this week as well was Mike Wilkins also sent over some 3D printed rubble for me and a Citroen car in there as well. This is obviously at this point unpainted. I'm just going to paint this in various brick colours, and this can then be put up against the side of buildings and things just as little rubble piles. Very nice. So thank you very much for that, Mike, if you are watching. Cake Weaver over on Twitter and I think now on Blue Sky as well. So thanks for that, Mike. Really appreciate it. Great stuff. And I also got the new WSS magazine in the post as well. I've just been reading that this weekend. Some great articles in there. A really interesting one from Nick of Two Fat Lardies about raiding commando raids. It's all about raids this week. And also there's some great building terrain articles, both from Joe Bilton and Mark Brotherton as well, whom I follow, and they follow me as well over on Twitter. So it's nice to see familiar names in there as well. So it's very nice. So it's well worth getting his WSS magazine. Now, some people say it's an advert for Lardy Games. It's not really. About half of the stuff in there isn't Too Fat Lardies. There's plenty of other bits and pieces in there. It's a good issue, so I'd suggest you go and check it out and help them out by subscribing as well. And then the other thing I got as well this week is I got these platoon rosters. These came through from Warbases. These are for chain of command. As you can see here, so we've got these are the Japanese on this side and the British on this side, and these are for Malaya. So these are going to be very useful in the Singapore campaign that I'm currently playing through. That is also in the WSS magazine. And I designed these myself. What I will do is I'll put a link to them down below in the description down below, so you can check those out. You can just print them out if you wanted to, but I've had them mounted on MDF. Warbases do this. They're not particularly cheap, but you only need to do them once, and they're very useful for new players or just for organising your forces so you know what you've got. And as you can see here, I've written on them exactly what is in each unit. So we've got one squad with a corporal, and then the LMG and 3 crew and all nice knife riflemen. Then also I've got a spot for the supports. Down here we've got a spot for the mortar teams as well. And the same over here on the British as well. We've got the corporal, the LMG team, the rifle teams of each of the sections and supports, and the boys and the mortar crew as well on those. So it's just a case of just looking into just to make things a lot easier in a game, and also transporting figures about as well when I'm taking down to the club as well at some point, which I will be doing. Speaking of the club, I didn't get down this week, unfortunately. I'm currently carless because my car died on me a while back, unfortunately, so I was unable to get to the club, and also there was a few things at home that were happening, so I just stayed away. So I've not actually had a chance to play anything since last week, unfortunately, but I'm hoping to change that around as soon as possible. We do have a day coming up at the club, so one Sunday afternoon, so I'm going to be going down to that in November, and I'm going to be taking O Group along with me, and it's Steve and Dex are going to be playing in that, so I'm going to introduce them to O Group because it's such a good game, and I've not actually played it for a long time either, so I think it's worthwhile getting that back out on the table as well. I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun. Next week at the club, I'm going to be taking sharp practice down. That's going to be down for Kev and Terry to play. So I will be giving them a bit of an umpired game on that one. I'm not sure what I'm going to be using yet, but it'll be Napoleonic 1815 stuff. So I'm going to be probably French. It's going to be French versus something. I'm not sure yet. I'll dig something out and make something interesting for them, I'm fairly sure. And in other news as well, Mike over at, or Kaiser, should I say, his nom de guerre, over at Modelling for Advantage, has asked me once again to go back onto their live stream in a couple of weeks. So I said yes, I will do, of course. And this time we're going to be talking about German tactics of the First World War, and in particular the Sosstruppen, or as most people know them, the Sturmtruppen. So that will be interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to bust a few myths on that straight away, but we'll so look out for that. That'll be coming up at some point. I will put a link to it as I as we get closer to it, but I think it's going to be the 14th of November, so that's a Tuesday night, so check that out when it comes up. And to be honest, that's really about it for this week. It's been a pretty quiet week because things have been happening at home, so I've just been pretty busy doing other things, so it's been a quiet hobby week, which sometimes is nice. It's nice to take a break. I think, you can reflect on things and then always go back reinvigorated. Sometimes, hobbies can just take over a little bit and they can just feel as though you're getting overwhelmed by various projects and things. In my case, I'm currently not, but I am working towards the end of a project which I'm hoping to have finished over the next week or so I can actually play the scenario that I've been working on. But it's always important just to take a little time away from things, I guess, and that's probably the message here as much as anything else. But I'll leave it at that and say go and check out the Stone Steel Facebook group. We are so close to 1,000 members at this point, I think. So yeah, I'll wrap it up there. There's not much more I can say really. Just to mention, Luke, if you've watched this far in, this is a Masters Hammer t-shirt, premier Czech black metal band from the early 90s, still going now. Go and check them out. I think you'll enjoy them if you enjoyed the other stuff that you've been listening to for the band t-shirts I've been wearing. And I will see you in the next Storm of Steel video.